Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to Mercury Farms. It's an early morning and our T8 could use some fuel. That didn't take long. He's all filled up, ready to go. I'm not sure, but I saw on the mods being tested at Giants, I think someone might be coming out with a gas pump that does diesel fuel and DEF fuel, which would be good because we're running DEF fuel on here. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Our fields are all pretty much taken care of, except for the ones we are going to be working in this morning. Our sunflower field down by the house is ready for harvest. As you can see, that one there is trying to decide what it's doing, but yeah. So yeah, we're going to go harvest the sunflowers in that field and store the sunflowers because the pricing for sunflower seeds right now is not the greatest. Also, then we're going to go over, probably weed out the cornfield of our two new recent fields that we merged together not long ago. And then we'll go back and we'll reseed the sunflower field if it doesn't need anything. But what we're doing right now is coming over to our pressure washer. We're going to wash our vehicle before we get dirty again. I mean, that's what you would do, I think. It kind of looks like a gloomy morning. Forecast is for sun though, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. But I mean, usually the forecast is pretty accurate, I would assume. Our grass has turned into silage, so we're all set there. So if I need more silage, we can go get some. We are up to 160 grand. Not bad. So we do have some cash to buy things if I need anything. Right now, I don't think so. I pretty much kind of like saving up to buy the grass field up by the BGA. So maybe in the future we could plant corn up there and do some forage harvesting and just make chaff and sell silage constantly, which wouldn't be a bad thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to at least hook up the trailer. If I want to park it here, I think we're going to get enough sunflower out of this field over here. So I probably will need the trailer. Beautiful camera angle there, isn't it? Oh, there we go. We're out. So there's one of our canola fields. I think we got a couple canola fields because I thought I was going to put down a pig food mixer that just takes this canola and it makes diesel fuel, but only accepts canola. And then I changed my mind about doing that. So we got tons of canola. Well, we're going to have tons of canola as that field slowly turns over. Harvester pulling out from a cement truck, always a good idea. Yeah, so our other cornfield right over there, we just need to weed that. Everything's been fully fertilized and taken care of as the rest of our fields are concerned. So I'm assuming that we're going to get a full combine out of here. But you know what happens when you assume, never works out. Early morning harvesting. If I was harvesting this early in the morning, I better have a cup of coffee in that combine with me right now. I'm just saying. As the morning fog lifts up and the sun starts to rise, the sun should burn off this fog in no time. Also happy to report that our second chicken coop is now fully functional. We got all 100, well, it's a full coop, 400 chickens, 133 of each and one rooster. yeah, we're definitely going to fill up this combine in the entire field. So I'll probably have to bring the T8 over just to unload it. Yeah, so the price right now for sunflowers, I think, is like $8.20 and dropping, the best price. We have seen prices in, over 1,000. I did happen to take a look at the sheet before I went to bed last night, and each pallet has a package of wool in it. So I probably got like 15,000 liters of wool. But as we saw on Hard Economy on this map, the wool price is not the greatest. Although I haven't checked it this morning. So what is the price of wool this morning? I've been trying to keep an eye on this so I can see what the best price is. Right now it says $4.99. I mean, it's not bad, but for what we did paid for the sheep and everything, I don't know if I'll get my money back. The only way I'll get my money back on the sheep more than likely is right now the reproduction rate is 1 every day. Somewhere around, I think it's right around 22 and a half hours now. So yeah, by them reproducing, and I can sell the sheep whenever we move out of here, we'll probably get most of our money back that way. But right now we're just focusing on the 2 fields today, the one that we're in. Actually, I just want to plan even further along. Is this field going to need anything? No, it doesn't need to be plowed or lined. So that's good. So we can harvest this field, and then we'll grab after we get done, we'll grab the Case Puma. We'll head on over to the cornfield right across the road a ways. Just have to weed that. First stage of growth of weeds, so I should be able to do it with just a weeder, so I don't have to use herbicide. And then we'll grab the T8, come back over here with our horse seed drill, and we'll put something in this field. I don't know what yet. I mean, part of me really wants to, probably get into a root crop like sugar beet or something like that, but it's just so expensive to get into any other crops right now because we don't have a harvester for it. I mean, obviously we could just lease it and be done with it, but I'm not one for leasing equipment. I have toyed with the thought, and I don't know if I should bring this up now or wait until I probably do it. We might buy the forest back. Yeah, we could. Yeah, the forestry department called me, and they just don't have the manpower to maintain the forest up there. So they want to know if I would just buy it back, and I kind of toyed with it a little bit. I was thinking about maybe moving our house up there as well. So buy the forest, put our house up there. We'll get a pretty darn good view of the whole town from up there. And of course, it's always nice to have trees to make more money when you need to, because like I said, if we want to get into making chaff from corn, we're going to need a forage harvester. Okay, so there's 400 grand. If I want to get into root crop, I'm going to buy a root crop harvester. So there's, I don't know, probably half $1,000,000 right there. If I want to get into cotton harvesting, I'm going to buy the cotton harvester. So yeah, it's just all those things I'm trying to think of. So anything I do to expand the farm as to additional crop is going to be at least a $500,000 process. And one thing I'm almost got used to is almost filled with the combine. That I just checked. We'll turn her off. Teleport back to here. Let's go empty out our combine. Yeah, so there's a lot of things I've been thinking about what are my next step on the farm should be. Obviously more fields would help. Maybe getting into pigs, but then again, same thing with pigs. When we get into pigs, that's a big step, and really after recording an episode of Hawke's Bay yesterday and dealing with 1,200 pigs, I'm not sure I want to deal with pigs right now. So, and we just got our sheep as well. So, yeah, I'm hoping that mod I saw in Giants Hub get in the list for testing. I think it says multi-fuel. I think it says multi-fuel storage. So I don't, something in that case. So I'll multi-fuel. So I would think, okay, diesel and DEF fuel. All right, hopefully. I just noticed the combine does not take DEF fuel. That is interesting. So yep, this sunflower is going to go right into storage because the price is not good at all. And I've also been thinking about buying that. I don't know if you saw the Pacific Northwest series episode a little while ago where I just said testing out some mods. What is it? A 48 Chevy flatbed pickup truck. I like that mod. So instead of using the little trailer that we got up at the animal farm, we could sell that and just use a 48 Chevy pickup truck, the flatbed. It's only 30 grand, so it's a really great price and it's a fantastic looking mod. And I should be able to fit more pallets in the back of that flatbed than I can on that little trailer. So like anytime I play Farming Simulator, you think, okay, I got all the money I need, we got all the stuff we need, but do you ever really have everything you want on your farm? I mean, it comes to a point, yes, you do have everything on your farm, and that's when you move on to a different map because you think to yourself, what am I farming for now? Which is a lot of things we can still do on this map. That's why we're staying. Yeah, we don't really spend too much time at the house like I thought I would. I thought I would spend some more time at the house, looking over the nice little view that we have there. But when you own your own company, you spend more time working trying to build up that company than people think, oh, you own your own company, you can take all the time you want. Yeah, I think that's what you would think. I'm trying to figure out, is our header that dirty, or is that the paint that's gone on it? I'm kind of looking forward to Seasons coming out because I think Seasons says they're going to try to, as for repairing equipment and such not, what they're going to try to do is leave the paint worn off on it, which I would love that. Fold up the header because we are done with that, and we are done with the combine actually. I could use follow me and have the T8 follow us back to the farm, but really it's just right there. We'll teleport back to the T8 and grab that. Put that in storage, park up the T8 just for a little bit. We're going to grab the Case Puma and then head over to the field and start weeding. So let me do some transferring of things around and I'll see you in just a second. And just like that, here we are in the cornfield. Shouldn't take us too long to weed this out. And the other thing I also would like to do with the farm, and it wouldn't cost us too much, is build a new silo at the main farm and take down the older one. Just that I would like to have a drive-through one, be more convenient. But I'm also, I think once I get the trailer, I'll have to look at it. I think if I got the trailer actually inside all the way, I could probably tip it better and it wouldn't get stuck on the outside wall. I always think about it when I'm putting stuff in storage. I got the Joskin trailer and have to park it just right so nothing gets caught on it. Yeah, I got to make sure I get every square inch of the field. Do a headland here. And then we should have no problems. And I've kind of decided to go planting with some wheat over by the house. Just because. Just make sure we got enough food for the chickens. Which I'm pretty sure we do, but it's not going to hurt to have more. That canola field is looking really good. I see that and I see cash. Well, I mean, I see every field, I see cash. I also probably should just go ahead and buy these other fields over here, because I got an empty field just sitting here right now. Buy all those fields over there and then merge them together and make another one before maybe we start buying more equipment before we move on to another field. Like I said, I really am thinking about going ahead and I'm actually thinking about doing cotton. I like doing cotton just for that one little problem that I have with the cotton stalks. And I can't really see where these weeds are, so I'm going to have to guesstimate where I need to be. Yep, I should have turned on GPS for this, right? I mean, I got GPS and I didn't activate it. Been overlapping quite a bit, so I think I'm going to be okay here. I think this should be my last pass. We'll take a look here in just a second. Yeah, so we do have $160,000, which sounds like a lot, but as you know, once you start buying two things that seem rather cheap, that 160 goes out the door pretty darn quick. Yeah, so if we buy, I mean, you can see the field in front of us. That's been sitting there since we bought all these lands. Because I kind of want to keep this road in between here and there. And I probably need to do some landscaping in here. Get rid of some of these bushes. How we doing? Looks like I missed a little strip right here, but that's good enough. Yeah, so I was thinking about, buying these other 4 fields and just merging them all together. How much are these fields we talking about? So we got 30,000. That'll bring us up to 50, 90. Actually, I got enough money to buy all 4 of those right now. Interesting, isn't it? And I think for the most part they got crop in them. What stage? What do you guys do in these fields? So planted. So we got 3 fields planted, 1 not planted. And wait, 1 field is sugar beet, which kind of sucks. That's wheat. Is that barley? Wheat and barley. So yeah, the sugar beet I couldn't do anything with, but the wheat and barley we could. I would get fertilization out of that field. We'll have to think about it as we're seeding a field up by the house. If I just want to buy those 4 fields, like I said, we got enough money to buy all 4 of those, then I can merge, spend time merge those fields together. Drop that off. Turn that engine off. I already got the T8 hooked up to the seed drill. I already have it on wheat. We are fully loaded. The one thing we are going to do though is we're going to repaint our seed drill. Oh, this blue is just not, just doesn't look right to me. Condition's good, so I don't have to fix it. I mean, give it the original color that it should have had. I think it should be that color. And, yeah, we'll go with that for now. I mean, it costs us no money to repaint it, so. It's funny that I painted it and it's still dirty. Oh, that's right. Now I gotta hook it back up. Let's go plant some wheat. Yeah, kind of some small fields, but that's fine. I mean, they got crop in it, crop I didn't pay for. Or I could just start saving up the cash to buy a different harvester. So try to help this guy along here. Alright, seed roll down. Turn it on. And nope, not going to use GPS here either. Yeah, so maybe what we'll do is we'll wait until we harvest all of our fields. See where our cash situation is at that point. Because if we get awfully close to like a new, being able to buy a new harvester, depending on which one it is, then we can decide maybe to buy more fields. I don't know. I'm so confused. But either way, it will be investing into the farm, right? So it doesn't matter what we do, it's an investment. Or we could take the money and buy the forest back right away. Because those trees up there might be ready for harvesting once again. We can lease the tree harvester and just cut down a whole bunch of trees, which would definitely give us more than enough cash to be able to do things. I think I got some thinking to do, and thinking lately has not been best part for sure with everything going on. I'm getting confused on the playthrough series between Mercury Farms, the Pacific Northwest, and only doing Hawke's Bay once a week, getting into that map, and then trying to figure where the heck I left off previously. I'm not sure. Like I said, I have to do some really good thinking on that. But, anywho, this field's going to look really good in a couple days when it's got some wheat into it. And when we harvest it, I'll probably just feed the chickens right up. The chickens are good for a while. And now this field is all set. We just have to fertilize it and weed it when it comes time to. And then we'll have plenty of food for the chickens. Which I think we do anyways, but I wasn't sure, and I was like, you know what, doesn't matter, I got to plant something. While it's folding up. So how much wheat do I actually have? 58,000, so yeah, that was plenty. That was plenty. I'm just looking at the other stock that we got. We actually got canola. I didn't know I had that much canola in the inventory. 649 and going up. Interesting. Maybe I was saving it in case I was going to do the pig food mixer. That's probably what I was going to do. Silage, hay, and straw. Yep, we got plenty of that. I probably need to clean out the manure for the cows and sell some of that. So we might have to do that sometime soon. Or just buy a spreader and spread it on one of the fields. So there's our chickens. They're 133, 400 in each pen, basically. Yeah, see, they got plenty of food. They got plenty of food. They are a little dirty, but we're not going to worry about that too much today. The sheep, as you can see, one per day. And they're fine pretty much other than being needed cleaned out. The cows, we probably need to look into total mix rations. And we just did get 4 more cows in the overnight is when we got them. Sometime overnight. Basically 10 hours ago. Somewhere around there. Well, I'm going to go park this guy up. Yeah, I think we're going to wait until we harvest our canola fields and sell the canola. You probably saw that the best price for canola is actually on the rise. So I do have 60 some odd thousand liters of canola I could sell right now. But the price is rising, so we'll just wait. And I think when we harvest all of our fields and we get some money, that's when we can kind of figure out where our next step would be. Like I said, I'd like to move this silo and get a silo that's we can just drive through. So probably what I would have to do is, because we got stuff in our silo, we're going to have to build a new silo, then empty that one, put it in the other silo, and then we can go ahead and sell this one. The question is, where do I put the silo? That's what I got to figure out. It won't be too hard. I got plenty of space here. And really, with that silo being right in the middle, it's, I don't want to say it's in the way, it's just not the most convenient spot for it, I think. What I had planned for here didn't work out as well as I thought. So yes, we'll have to, like I said, place down another silo. Maybe I can face it and put it like right here. I could probably even put it like right here and get it out of the way. Because I would like to build another shed for this equipment like right here. I really don't have enough space for it over there. I mean, I could put the shed. Yeah, I just pick up our plow, put another shed like right here. And then when, maybe in the future when we do buy these fields, I can make an access point to those fields right here. Yeah, I have ideas, but I think we're just going to the next harvest, see how much cash we do have then, and go from there. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one.